guys, Yulia here. So today I am going to show you a different type of a garden that I designed. This is actually a commercial property. You know, I mostly design residential, but this country club in New Jersey reached out to me and they wanted me to design their newly renovated space around the clubhouse. So I was so honored, and basically I spoke to the groundskeeper, and they were looking for something a little bit different, not too formal but not too like wild crazy at the same time. So I tried really hard to come up with a design that meets both kind of like a formal and more natural landscape. So some of the plants that I incorporated in this design are actually natives, which you know how I feel about natives. I'm always pushing natives. So, and then there's some, of course, you know, bold hydrangeas and, you know, like pretty flowers. So I hope you like this, and let me show you around. Okay, I will start in the parking lot, and I will post a couple of photos of what it looked like before. But this is the parking lot bed, and tons of little bluestem. Just one of my favorite grasses. I mean, look at this. Such a pretty grass. I planted a number of different hydrangeas here. This is the Limelight. I mean, look at the panicles here. That right there is vanilla strawberry, and that is honeycomb. And I have tons of echinacea, more little blue stem. That is a kousa dogwood in the back here. And this entire fringe right here is full of catnip and Amsonia. So I will flash a photo of what it looks like in the spring. It's like a blue border, just absolutely gorgeous. More little blue stem. And then I have some salvias. They're still blooming. And Pennisetum right here. The honeycomb reminds me a little bit of oak leaf hydrangea, but the difference is that they don't have the oak leaves on them. They just have the regular hydrangea leaves. And this bed over here, again, honeycomb, catmint, vanilla strawberry, and sedum is starting to bloom. I just really love this wild look. Last year it actually looked even wilder. I think the workers here pulled some plants out. Yeah, like the geraniums didn't do really well this year. It's too hot. Look at this vanilla strawberry. I mean, look at this. It is so pretty. Look how huge these are. They got a little bit burned by the sun. The honeycomb is just so cool looking. More sedums. This is a very challenging spot. It is very dry and very hot. So I selected plants that will do really well in those conditions, and they are thriving, absolutely thriving. So I will quickly show you the other side. Again, tons of little blue stem with echinacea. This is such a cool combination. I actually suggested that they plant that combo on the golf course. Just so great for wildlife. The Limelights are probably my favorite here because they are so upright. You know, these kind of flopped There's tons of blooms, but they're all flopped after the rain. Again, little bluestem, Pennisetum. Isn't this pretty? Very challenging spot, but the plants are doing their best. This is what happens when you have a good plant selection. Look at this combo here. Ah, little bluestem, the Pennisetum. It's so pretty. Okay, so as for the back, I planted tons of Pennisetum right here, and it's coming out. I love the simplicity of it. And over here, this is the back, and that clock is just so pretty. And I wanted like tons of hydrangeas here. So these are Bobos, and you know, they get really full. Look at this plant. Look at them. And I interplanted with Rozannes that are just so easy. And this area around the clock, this used to be a circle, so it was really challenging to plant around it. So it's kind of an arch now with some plants. And from here. Now the annuals that I planted this spring just are not doing great. I am not happy with this. I think it's the weather. Okay, and the area around the fire pit. This fire pit was built by one of my contractors that I just love. This is all about grasses and nice view. Tons of Echinacea. These are the white swans. Just love that natural look. Again, Rozannes. I used very limited plant palette. You know, I do like the simplicity. It looks very elegant and sophisticated, especially in commercial settings. So just beautiful setting. Look at that. And over here, this is the last bed. These are Bobos. These Bobos are 2 years old. There's some Bobos, Echinacea. They probably have to be weeded out a little bit, but I love that full effect. They are Japanese hollies here somewhere. I think these are Compactas. So they provide some interest in the winter. Obviously the club is not used in the winter as much as it is used in the summer, but still, you know, you want to have some sort of evergreen element. Just tons of white to match the trim. And it's all blue border in the spring. There's Salvia and Catmint right along the border over here. And you know, there's some more Echinaceas back there, but I think Bobos were perfect because when people sit at their tables, they can actually see the view. So I didn't want any of the larger scale hydrangeas here. So this is looking at the clock from another angle. This Gaura I planted last year and it took off. It is amazing. I absolutely love it. This is exactly the look that I was going for. this kind of wispy flowers with the bold, large flowers of the hydrangeas. This is Inkberry, one of the native hollies, and Russian sage. More Bobos. And I think this is it. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this garden tour, and I will post all of the names of the plants that are in the back and in the front of the club in the description box below. If you have any questions, post it in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.